Hi guys, yesterday, this morning and last night and whatever, I spent a lot of time writing on my story, and I wanted to share with you, a piece of what I had written. I think it's really funny, but I don't know if it's just because it's me or not. So let's do this. Okay, so it's Paige's first drama lesson, and all the not all of them, but some of the advanced students. Oh man, that hand is really shaking. Some of the advanced students are giving them the tour, and this is her first section of the tour, and they're like exploring the classroom, which is also like a little theater. Do you know what that means? Whatever. The girl is kind of being bossy and in charge of it all, and like showing everyone around, and the two boys that are with them are like talking behind her, and they kind of start to argue, and this is what happens. While Sophie spoke, the boys continued to whisper, their voices rising and their expressions hardening. In a panicked sort of way, Sophie instructed the first years to follow her out into the hall to show them the posters from all the plays that the school had done, and away from the building argument between the boys. However, just as Paige, Will, Bethany, and Billy began to follow her, Matt swung a punch that landed with a smack on Robert's jaw, causing him to stumble back. Robert swore loudly and lunged himself at Matt. They landed on the platforms with a rattling boom. The first years could only stare in shock as the pair exchanged blows. From the mangled, hateful words that they threw at each other, Paige realized they were fighting over whose love for Sophie was most pure. Paige cast her a worried look, and Sophie shrugged in return. This happens all the time. I can handle it. She climbed into the makeshift stage and pulled Matt off of Robert. Come on, boys. There's no need to fight over me. It's not like either of you had a chance anyway. What? Robert was seething. You two-timing witch! Matt pulled back his arm and punched Sophie in the stomach. Chaos ensuing between them, Robert leaned over the edge of the stage and pulled three swords from the dark recesses between the platforms. Limping, he made his way over to Sophie and Matt, who were locked in some sort of hair-pulling struggle. Without releasing each other, they looked at him, anger etched into their faces. There's only one way we can settle this. Sophie and Matt disentangled themselves from each other, and each took a sword from Robert. The boys swung the swords menacingly, but as they flaunted their skill, Sophie pulled her wand out with lightning-fast speed and delivered two quick spells, showering the boys in yellow sparks as they fell lifeless at her feet. Okay, Sophie said, straightening her hair and climbing down off from the stage. She flashed the first years a brilliant smile. Let's go see these posters. But, Will said, his mouth gaping as he pointed at the dead boys. Oh, you wouldn't mind cleaning those up for me, would you? That's the kind of face she makes. Stunned into submission, Will... How can that face stun anyone into submission when it's on my face? Will stepped forward toward the stage and reached out to touch Matt's hand. Just as his fingers found the flesh, both boys jumped up, and Matt grabbed Will's shoulders and shook him. Will screamed. So, I don't know if it's funny or if it's just me. I don't know. I had a lot of fun writing that. When I was in drama, I was only in drama for one semester, my last semester of high school, and that was when we learned stage combat, and it was so much fun. Me and my friend, we totally staged a fight outside of the principal's office. He was having a meeting with our drama teacher, who was also had some sort of administrative position, and so there were these big windows, and my friend and I, we totally got into it out there. It was fun, but we kind of broke down giggling I tried to silent giggle, but you know me, right? That doesn't work. And the principal looked over at our teacher and was like, "They yours?" and she was like, "Yeah." And they didn't even come out, but like a minute later, our drama teacher did come out and she was like, "Okay, girls." That was nice. Goodbye. Yeah, anyway, that was fun. Yeah, so I keep finding things that I've written that are really funny and great, and then but I forget that I've written them, and my arm really hurts from holding my camera. But I'm cool. Yeah, I also found out that I've written a lot more than I thought I had, which is excellent. Like 3,000 words more, and that's kind of a lot. That's like 2 chapters. Actually, it is 2 chapters. Yeah. So I got my Hufflepuff sweater and tie in the mail yesterday, and I love it. I don't really have a collared shirt, which is the only thing lacking from this outfit, and I'm not actually wearing the skirt that goes with it because I'm too lazy, but I am wearing a skirt. It's red. So, Gryffindor. Yeah. Good times. I hope you enjoyed what I read today, and I hope you have a brilliant day. Goodbye.